Good afternoon, this is Rich Marble with FirmTrack Solutions, and I have Carin and Ryan here. We've been meeting to talk about a few things that we're noticing that's taking place in the accounting world, and during our meeting today, one particular article came up, and it was an article that was published in Accounting Today. And the thrust of the article, which we're going to chat a little bit about, is basically the change that's taking place within the accounting industry and how resources and employees are being reallocated, and frankly the lack of interest in certified public accounting and how that's going to trickle down and impact small businesses.
Yeah, so today we wanted to just take a little bit of time to discuss what the accounting industry is made up of and what the differences are inside the industry. So if you happen to be in the market for an accountant, what are the differences there between tax, audit, general compliance, day-to-day bookkeeping, financial statements, payroll service, anything and everything you might need. There are a little bit of subtle differences depending on what you need and where you want to go in the industry.
And we hope that maybe through this video you're able to decipher those particular services that you need so you can find the appropriate provider for that particular service, be it a certified public accounting or a CPA or a bookkeeper or somebody who can assist in whatever that activity is. So
I think a lot of the big accounting firms and even mid-sized accounting firms are faced with a lot of challenges, especially with evolving technologies and the shrinkage, if you will, of available talent coming out of colleges ready to go into certified public accounting. They're becoming less and less and harder to find. So their staffing issues are real. And I think that that's where a provider such as FirmTrack Solutions can help step in and take the day-to-day operations to a better level for your needs as a small business or small law firm.
And the article actually touched upon a few things that I think is important for small businesses to recognize and realize what's going to happen in the upcoming months and years as it relates to the delivery of accounting services and the financial details of these businesses. Particularly, the article identifies that there's a lack of students coming in to be accountants, which is causing a shortage of available talent, which is now squeezing the profits because now the accounting firms and the larger organizations have to pay more to have the same resource and skill. And by doing that, the accounting firms are starting to focus on higher value work, and that higher value work largely consists of more complex work, which would include mergers and acquisitions, tax compliance, and other sophisticated work that requires more skill, more education. Because they can focus on those items and they can increase their price for those services, the services now that are going to be available to small businesses are going to be further limited because there's not going to be enough or as many resources that are going to be allocated to assist small businesses in what they do on a daily basis. And if you talk about what a bookkeeper does at its bare essence as part of the service that businesses want to resolve is really daily reconciliations so they can understand what is taking place within their business on maybe a month-to-month basis, week-to-week basis, and possibly even a day-to-day business. So the available resources at a larger firm are going to be less able to provide that kind of service for a small business.
Yeah, so if you're looking for more of that day-to-day service for your current company, you're not necessarily going to go to one of the big four accounting firms or one of the big regional accounting firms, because with their staffing shortages, and this article mentions that they're investing in getting rid of even more staff in terms of the tax division and tax compliance. So there's going to be big software investments in compliance, and that is going to come with a price that's passed on to the consumer. So you're almost necessarily you're going to divide up the low-level bookkeeping and accounting to produce your monthly financial statements with the advisory and tax services that are going to be provided by the big regional or big four accounting firms.
And one of the nice things about our firm, FirmTrack Solutions, is that Ryan and I are both accountants. And so we have the knowledge base to be able to communicate with a CPA or tax provider of your choosings. But we do a value-based pricing model. So we are very communicative with our clients, and we're very transparent with our clients. So because of the shortages in staff, bigger to regional CPA firms are going to be shying away from the actual needs of the small businesses just to recoup the costs and stay with the auditing and tax compliance type niches. So we can help bridge that gap.
And what we're really talking about, I think, from our perspective to the clients that we would like to reach, we're really talking about bookkeeping and doing record keeping for small businesses, and that could be law firms or any other type of small business. And the purpose of our company, FirmTrack Solutions, is to provide the focus and need that business owners need for daily transactions to keep them updated. In addition, by doing that on a daily basis, we can provide better financial organization for your business that keeps tracks of your both expenses and revenue. We do this on a daily basis, and that's part of the timeliness component of what a good bookkeeper and a good bookkeeping service can provide, is that they're going to do each of those items on a daily basis so you're fully aware of what's taking place within your organization. And as far as the technology and technology implementation, we find within our own organization that we talk with a lot of small businesses that are working on legacy systems that are only on, say, a desktop within someone's office. It's easy to move for a bookkeeping law firm or a bookkeeping firm like FirmTrack. It's easy for us to upgrade someone's technological stack and go from working on a PC that's in someone's office and take you to the cloud and take you to a place where you're able to have access to your financial records at any time of day, in any way that you want to see it, either on your phone, on your iPad, or on your computer. You're not limited to just your computer. So I think that there's a lot of advantages from the implementation of technology and the efficiencies that a bookkeeper can provide to a business. The other two things that I think are really important for a small business to understand is that the bookkeepers are there to assist the business owner, to allow the business owner to free up some of his time, so the business owner doesn't necessarily have to keep track of all the income and the expenses, even pay the bills. This is a service that your bookkeeper can provide and should be able to provide to you, to allow the business owner to kind of upskill their work and focus on their business, as opposed to focusing on the administrative details that it takes and actually to run that particular business. Secondarily, in addition to freeing up time, the bookkeepers should be able to prepare what I will refer to as tax-ready financial statements that the owner can now take to their accountant, and the accountant can then put together the tax returns based upon the information that's been provided by the bookkeeper. Often we see that accountants will provide, let's say, a yearly reconciliation for a business owner when they're actually doing their taxes, but an accountant, unless you pay for it, will likely not do monthly reconciliations for you. So unless you're willing to pay a premium for an accountant to do the monthly reconciliations, you as a business owner may not have insight into what's taking place in your business on a daily basis or a weekly basis. So the importance of obtaining revenue reports, profit and loss, income statements, those things are what drive your business, and then you can take your time away from actually building those forms and allow you to focus on reviewing the forms to determine the drivers of your business. And I think those are just a couple of the efficiencies and a couple of the things that a bookkeeping firm like FirmTrack Solutions can offer to small businesses.
So if you're interested in outsourcing your bookkeeping, please look us up on the web. We're at FirmTrackSolutions.com, and we'd be happy to talk through whatever issues you may be having and how we can help assist you grow your business. I'm Carin Kolakowski.
I'm Ryan Oltman.
And I'm still Rich Marble.
Thanks.